the starting lineup for your Orlando Magic. Starting at small forward, standing 6'8", number 24, Paul George. The man in the middle, at 7 foot, number 0, KJ Livers. At shooting guard, 6'6", number 35, Ethan Hayes.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much. And how about a look at the most recent power ranking? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
And looking at Orlando, they were billed as a team to watch. And they've had some great wins this year. And they have a real chance to continue moving up that list.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Jefferson down out there with Fox. Then it's Bol. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. And for the Magic, we've got Devin Booker. Anthony Davis is out there with Paul George. Then there's Hayes. And it's Livers in at the 5. And Greg, what stands out for both of these rosters is that they both feature top-tier athleticism.
And Kevin, that bodes well for us, right? There's a lot of speed, some great athleticism. I'm sure we're going to get some highlight reel plays tonight. Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Now, I asked him the approach they're going to take with De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said that Fox's speed is the big challenge. He said, we're dealing with maybe the fastest player in the league, so we've got to be high energy at the defensive end. They know they have their work cut out for them. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Minnesota's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Jackson Davis gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Booker in the post. Guarded by Fox. And the dunk by Booker.
And showing off a little with the handles there. Man, is Booker fun to watch.
Timberwolves have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Fox, the bounce pass. Brown inside the line. It's hauled in by the Magic. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings the game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
Six on the shot clock. Booker against Fox.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
And the Magic with possession. It's a 3-point game. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues, and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as anyone.
Yep, I would agree. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And, Greg, the way Orlando ended last season has really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars. And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And here is Fox after Paul George getting his 3 to go. It's tipped. Hayes the pass to Davis. Over Bull. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Hayes. Davis has got his second bucket. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Now, here's Brown. In the loss to the Warriors the other night, definitely was not himself. Bull finds Fox. Now, here's Bull. Nothing on the board. Shot clock at 3. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
Well, their approach to shooting was phenomenal. They didn't force many threes, and when they got a good look, they drilled it.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Hayes, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Down low, Hayes on him. Brown inside, covered by Hayes. Brown, good.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Outside, Davis. Back to Booker. It's blocked, and they recover it. Good on the shot. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
And that one misses. Around mid-season, Stan, when you were coaching, would you still try out new plays and tactics and schemes? Or was the recipe set? Was the formula in and that was it?
Well, Kevin, the bulk of what you do is set, but you're always tinkering. And as people start figuring you out, you've got to have counters to what you're doing. So your system is always evolving. You're always trying to get better, and you're always doing new things.
Inside, here's Liver. That one doesn't go.
doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Brown wide open. He fires. Hits the three-point bomb. Brown's got 5.
Lots of development work has gone into Brown's three-pointer.
Back to Booker. Now here's Hayes. He's covered by Brown. Hayes dishes to Davis. Clock at 6. Jefferson against George. Booker outside. To the paint. Here's Liver. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And you got to respect Booker. I mean, he's added to his game every year and becoming a more willing passer.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Mike Conley's checked in for Orlando. Timberwolves also changing it up. Jackson comes in for Bull. And Thunder subbed in for Fox. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Livers. Out to Conley. There's the 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
The Timberwolves trail. Even now, staying in his late 30s, Mike Conley still able to perform at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, his father was a gold medalist in track and field. So even as Mike Jr. has maybe lost a step, he's still able to compete athletically.
The shot's good from Hayes.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
.141 left to play in the first. Popovich passes to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Livers the pass it to Conley. Looking for George. He gets it there. Over Jackson. And there's Paul George on the assist from Conley. 9 points for George.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. Outside Jefferson. Jackson setting the pick here for Jefferson. Offensive rebound. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Magic leading by 4. Pass to Davis. Outside Conley. Takes the 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Conley has that steady floor general demeanor. They love to have him running the pick and roll.
Now Jackson Davis. Back to Brown. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Brown's got 11 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from the post range.
And Hayes throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Launches it. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish to the quarter.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Orlando Magic. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Jackson is out there with Thunder. Then there's Big Dog. Then there's Brown. And it's Gordon in at the power forward position.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Thunder, coming in off a 10-point game, his last outing. Brown inside. It's deflected. Here's Livers. Pass to Barks. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Boston Celtics. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Washington Wizards.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
At the line for Orlando.
East End, the last few decades, we've seen the three become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the three spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the three is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner three.
Here's Livers. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Pass to Davis. And here's Hayes. Kicks it out to Booker. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Sinks the triple. Barks has got the lead up to 10 now for Orlando.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Thomas checked in for the Timberwolves. Popovich passes to Gordon. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Back to Gordon. There's Jackson with the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
There's the pick. And here's Booker from the arc. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Thomas. Jackson with the screen. It's deflected. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And now it's only a 5-point Magic lead. Here's Hayes. And here's Booker. This game an incredible scoring display for him. Fires from deep. Hayes, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Big Dog, the pass to Gordon. Here's Thunder, defended by Booker. And the basket by Jackson.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. And Hayes kicks to Booker. Over Popovich. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here are the Timberwolves. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Gordon finds Jackson. Jackson Davis with it. Defended by Booker. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Orlando's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Davis against Gordon. There's a screen. Booker, the pass delivers. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Timberwolves.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Here's Cherokee Parks. Booker outside. To the inside. Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Timberwolves trail by 4. Here's Thunder. Pass to Jackson Davis. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Jackson Davis has got 7 points.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Outside, Davis. Here's Cherokee Parks. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Thunder. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Gordon. Fires the 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Livert. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside Thomas. Left side Jackson. Pass to Thunder. Jackson Davis with it. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Booker, the pass delivers. Now Hayes. Magic moving the ball around. All sorts of time. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. He's got 9.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Jackson Davis. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Golden State Warriors. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
That's good from Thomas. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Magic leading by 3. Pass to Parks. Now here's Davis. Here's Booker. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Booker the pass to Parks. Now Hayes for the 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Popovich passes to Jackson. Outside Jefferson. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. Goes up to the stripe. No good from Booker.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
And it's Thomas at the elbow. Over Hayes. Thomas's shot is off. Magic leading by 4. Now Hayes. He's got 12. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Shooting 1.
That free throw good from Hayes. 5 seconds left in the first half. Out to the wing. It's stolen by Davis. And so it's Orlando headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hello, folks. The first.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the defense. And moving on, let's take a peek at how the. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And so Booker will bring it up for the Magic. They've led by as much as 10. Paul George is out there with Davis. Then there's Hayes. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Livers in at the 5, patrolling the paint. This is out there for Orlando. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Timberwolves trail by 10. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands stands out?
Look, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
We did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
Hayes, no good. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Pull up Jay. Livers controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Livers has got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Jackson Davis finds Fox. Jefferson, a screen on Booker. Three-pointer, Fox, and the three ball is good. Fox has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Timberwolves. Hayes the pass to Booker. Here's Livers. Jackson Davis defending. Here's Booker, and Jefferson sends it back. And he's able to get it back. And yes, it's good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And here we have the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage during the past month. Number 1, the Magic.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
George against Jefferson. And Bull wide open. He shoots. And another three for Minnesota.
And you can't forget about Bull's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the three in today's game.
Magic leading by 8. Pass to Hayes. Back to Booker. Outside, George. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Bull, the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Outside, George. Outside, Davis. With the putback. Takes it out to Booker. Goes up again. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Booker's got 9 points.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
Now Davis. Following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Outside, Davis. The three. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And it's Livers missing.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Bull sinks the three-pointer. Bull's got 9 points here in the second half.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Outside, George. Pass to Livers. George with the ball. Back to Hayes. The shot's good on the assist by George. Hayes has got 21.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
Now here's Brown. He's got 11. They set the pick. Here's Jackson Davis. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
And so Booker will bring it up for Orlando. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Davis in the corner. Outside, George. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
And George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot player. Measuring the shot before receiving the pass, you can't guard that.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Brown outside. Jefferson kicks the ball. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making some changes. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Big Dog. And Thunder subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Here's Bull. He's got 9. Outside Jefferson. 6 to shoot. Jefferson, a screen on Conley. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Popovich.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go.
Minnesota making a switch. Jackson's checked in.
Timberwolves substitution. Number 16.
On defense, Minnesota. 8-point game. Hartenstein with a screen on Jackson. Stolen by Kessler. And Jackson throws it down.
Yeah, if Kessler keeps passing the ball like that, he will be dangerous.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Conley with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Sharp. Top of the key, Hartenstein. Back to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Thunder. Although they were eliminated in the first round, last season was a success stand for the Magic.
It sure was, Kevin. I don't think many people had them even making the playoffs, but they fought hard, pushed the Cavs to 7 games, and gained valuable playoff experience.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
1:58 left in the third. Pass to Hartenstein. Outside Conley. Now here's Sharp. Guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Sharp, that's good. Sharp's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
1:31 left to play in the third. Here's Thunder. He has 6. There's Jackson with the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Here is Davis following the 3 by Minnesota. Pass to Hartenstein. 1:02 left to play in the third. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
The Magic making a switch here. Ball's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Last year, coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
Jackson, that's good.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
Outside ball. Pass to Parks. Jefferson against Sharp. And good that time. Sharp got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Thunder. 6 points for him.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
From past the arc. That one, no good. And so it's Orlando with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Ole is out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Fox. Then there's Brown. And it's Jefferson in at the small forward. Magic leading by 3. Booker the pass to Hartenstein. Now Hayes fires for 3. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Well, he's already hit more 3s since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Here's Fox. Drops in the layup for 2.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Magic. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Hayes the pass to George. Down low, here's Ball. That Ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Fox passes to Kessler. Brown feeling it out a bit. Outside Jefferson. Drills the 3-pointer.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Outside Ball. Hayes with it. Jefferson on him. Hayes no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Kessler passes to Fox. Now here's Bull. Jefferson kicks to Bull. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Spins. Here's Fox. Rebound by the Magic.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Here's Fox. The Magic getting the bucket. It's up a 3. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Bull.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Now here's Hayes. Hartenstein with the screen for Hayes. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Jefferson passing to Brown. Fox from outside. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Magic have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Booker dishes the ball. Pass to Hayes. Booker with it. On the drive, Booker count the basket. And the Magic lead by 4.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Fox kicks the ball. Back to Fox. Booker pulls it in. Orlando leading by 4. Pass the ball. That's the 3-5. Minnesota with the rebound. Bulls got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brown drives in, and he banks in the layup. 13 points for Jaylen Brown.
Hey, anytime you're guarding Brown, you have to account for his acceleration.
Here's Booker. Outside, ball. And here's Hayes. Latrey. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fox deciding where to go with it. To tie it up. And the layup is good. Fox has got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
The Magic have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Hayes. A 3-pointer is right on target. Hayes has got 27 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Ball kicks to Brown. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Got to think he'd like a few more of those.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately.
Get up and get loud, fans. It's 3, 2, 1,
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for ball. Big Dog, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Thunder comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David.
And certainly, they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Brown outside. Ball kicks to Jefferson. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Let's hear it from the 407 bench team.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Magic. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Hayes. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taking advantage of a really tired defense.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Your Magic Youth Dance Team. Magic fans, give it up for your Magic Youth Dance Team.
Round the pass to Bull. Davis with some nice D.
And they've controlled the glass throughout this game, but it's still close.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Stepping up. Davis is a fantastic option late. You know with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look.
Here's Thunder. Pass to Bull. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bull there with a big basket.
Here's Booker. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Pass to Hartenstein.
Jackson Davis. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Magic, Isaiah.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Minnesota shooting extremely well, 62% on the night to this point. Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside for Jefferson. Now Jackson Davis. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds in this game. With the floater, the shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got 32 points in the game.
Yeah, that's next level stuff from AD. He draws the eyes of the defense and then locates the open man.
We've got 1:28 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Jackson Davis. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Now here's Hayes. D right on him. And Bull pulls it down. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Jefferson. Here's Jackson Davis. He's guarded by Davis. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And Orlando making a change here. Rivers is checked in. Orlando's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Going inside, and Hayes throws it down.
Wow. You're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Jackson Davis, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Here's Booker. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Bull.
Keeping the defense honest. Can't be over-aggressive against Booker.
To the Magic, Devin Booker, taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
And the Timberwolves call time. They're down by 7.
All right, let's hear it for you.
.26 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Livers, 3rd personal foul, 2nd team foul.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Booker, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
3rd personal foul, 4th team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Taking 2 shots.
And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. 23 seconds left in the 4th. Pass to Jackson Davis. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Livers, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And he makes both free throws. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And the foul called on Thunder. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. The second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Outside Jefferson. Offline with his 3. And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so it's Orlando winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans.
Thank you for that, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.